What's up, guys? I'm here to talk about my entire DVD and Blu-ray collection. I am so far done with the A's and the B's when it comes to Blu-rays and DVDs. And now I'm going to start with the C, and I'm going to start with this one I got here called Chud, Cannibalistic Humanoid Underground Dwellers. And this is a very it was really popular back in the days, but it was really good creature feature about a bunch of weird little animals that come from under the sewer in New York City, and it has an awesome vibe. It's like totally 80s horror. It has a bunch of cool people. John Hurt is in it, Daniel Stern. Yeah, so and it's a really good movie. I mean, a lot of people don't like it as much, but I thought it was pretty damn good. Then I have here this is from Dario Argento. This is called The Card Player. This is another horror movie, and it's directed by Dario Argento, one of his not so popular movies. It wasn't that great. It was okay, but it was like whatever. Then I got here Cabin Fever, and this is the original Cabin Fever. This is directed by Eli Roth, of course. Very good movie. I actually like the original better than the remake, of course. And yeah, this is one that every horror collector should have in their collection. I have here Cabin in the Woods. Got it in Best Buy, obviously, and this is has a lenticular cover. This is the DVD version of it. Really good movie. The first half I didn't like the first half that much, but then after like midway point the movie, it got better, picked up. I got The Cable Guy with Jim Carrey, classic, awesome movie. Cadaver Christmas. This is a bunch of cheese horror stuff, very cheesy. This is a classic comedy, Caddyshack. Awesome movie. This is the 20th anniversary of it. Great movie. If you have never seen this, I highly recommend you watching this. I also got the sequel, Caddyshack 2. Not as memorable as the original one at all, but still a pretty decent movie. I got this movie called Cake. And honestly, I've never seen this. I'm pretty sure I picked it up because it was a very cheap price, probably at the Dollar Tree. I got Camel Spiders, horror movie, Roger Corman presents. Yeah, it's not recommended for people that are scared of spiders, obviously, but it was a pretty good movie. I mean, the spiders are kind of cheesy, but it is what it is. Cameron's Closet, very underrated movie, pretty good horror flick. I got Campfire Stories, another pretty decent film. I mean, it's not all that. It's it's a cheese ball. Very like indie, independent. Here I got Can Hardly Wait. Actually, one of my favorite movies from this era, along with American Pie and She's Not Another Never Been Kissed Before. Those kind of movies like from the early 2000s, late 90s. This was a really good movie. I liked it. That party where the movie takes place at is a pretty cool party. I wish I was at that party. I got Candyland. I bought this at Walmart. I still haven't opened it, so I haven't seen it. So I'm pretty sure it's okay. It looks okay from the cover. I like the cover, and it has Gary Busey in it, so it's gotta be interesting at least. I have Candyman, Farewell to the Flesh, and this was pretty good. I have the original one somewhere, but it's signed by Tony Todd, so I have it on display. I got Cannonball Run, another pretty good movie here with Farrah Fawcett, Burt Reynolds, comedy movie. I got The Canterville Ghost with Neve Campbell, one of her early work. It was pretty good. I saw it a long time ago. I got The Canyons with Lindsay Lohan and James Dean. Actually, this is the porn star James Dean. Another pretty decent film. Here I got one of my all-time favorites, Cape Fear, of course. Robert De Niro being one of my favorite actor, actually. And you got Nick Nolte, Jessica Lange. Awesome movie. I really like it. I never thought it was a remake. Apparently, it is a remake from Cape Fear from back then in the 1930s, I believe. But this version of it is really, really good. Robert De Niro's performance is flawless. Awesome movie. Captain Phillips, awesome movie. I can't explain how much I recommend this movie. A lot of these DVDs, they say one of the best films of the year. Well, they ain't lying here. This is a really, really good movie. If you haven't seen this, I highly recommend you watching Captain Phillips with Tom Hanks. And that black guy, this guy's a really good actor. I think he won a couple of awards too. So yeah, that was it. Captivity, one of the 8 films to die for. It was okay. It wasn't too bad. It didn't captivate me as much as the title of the DVD gives. Then I got here Al Pacino and Carlito's Way. And this was a pretty good movie. I remember it vaguely, so I'm gonna have to rewatch it. I have this one called Carol. Good movie. And another one here, the Chris Pine Carriers. This I for sure I bought it at Blockbuster. Here we go, Heath Ledger and Casanova. This was a really, really good movie. I really liked it. Very entertaining. If you guys never watched this, I highly recommend you watching Casanova with Heath Ledger. Let me get this one out of the way. Captain Ron. Totally classic, funny movie. This was actually supposed to be a Walt Disney Pictures release, but instead they gave it to the sister partner company called Touchstone Pictures, and it's because it has a couple of bad words and some underage drinking in the movie, so Disney had to not release it, so they gave it to Touchstones. Then I have here A Case of You with Justin Long. Really good movie. Not too many people talk about this one, but it's really, really good. It has the guy from Game of Thrones. What was his name again? Oh man, I forgot his name. It has Peter. I forgot his name. Dinklage. Yeah, so really, really good movie. I saw it a long time ago. It was awesome. I saw this a long time ago. Casper, the Friendly Ghost with Christina Ricci. Awesome movie. Well, not awesome, but it was good. You know, when you were a kid, it was really good. Cassandra's Dream. I've never seen this, but it has an all-star cast. And I definitely got to give this one a watch. The problem about these blockbuster movies that I have is that when they were going out of business, I bought a bunch of them. So I actually didn't see them all. So I would see some of them, but not all of them. And that's why most of these blockbuster releases, I skipped it and I couldn't see it. But I definitely had to watch this. I haven't seen it yet. Then I have, this is great. A lot of people take a shit on it. They call it boring and all that. But I think it was really, really good. Really well done. And it's Cast Away with Tom Hanks. If you guys never seen this, I definitely suggest you give it a watch. It's really, really good. Interesting too. Castle Freak. Really good movie. I liked it. Casualties of War with Sean Penn and Michael J. Fox. This is a classic 80s Brian De Palma film. Really good. Brian De Palma also did Carlito's Way, by the way. So yeah, he's pretty good. Then you got The Cat in the Hat with Mike Myers. Got that one. Had to get it. Got The Cat People. This is another horror movie here with Malcolm McDonald, John Hurd, and Annette O'Toole. I got The Cave. This is a creature feature horror. I also have The Caveman's Valentine with Samuel L. Jackson, starring Samuel L. Jackson. The Cavern, another scary ass movie. It didn't scare the bejesus out of me, but it was, it's okay. Got Cell Count. I haven't opened it. It looks whatever. I think I got it for $5 at Walmart, but it looks pretty interesting. Maybe one of these boring Sundays I'll pop it in and watch it. I got Shallow. This is an Asian horror flick, and you know how that's gonna go. Cellular, which the first time I saw it, I thought it sucked balls, but it's actually pretty good. It wasn't that bad. I gave it a second try, and it wasn't that bad. The first time I saw it, I thought it was a piece of shit. I thought it sucked, and I mean, it's pretty good. It's an early Chris Evans movie, one of his first movies, and then it has Jason Statham and Kim Basinger, so it has a pretty good cast. I got Cemetery High, pretty cool, and The Centerfold Girls. This is like a cheesy 1974 slasher. Coming down this way, I got Chain Reaction with Keanu Reeves and Morgan Freeman. Pretty cool 90s flick from the late 90s. You got The Chainsaw Killer. This is a very cheesy, low budget movie, as you can tell right here. I did see it a couple of months ago. I got The Chamber with Chris O'Donnell and Gene Hackman. You don't see Chris O'Donnell doing too many movies nowadays. Then you got The Changeling, and this is with George C. Scott. And this is a very, very good horror movie from back in the day. I believe it was, what year is this? It doesn't say the year, but this is a really old movie. I'm pretty sure it's from like the 80s, early 80s, or why not. But this is really good. The Changeling. Changing Lanes here with Ben Affleck and Samuel Jackson. It was okay. I liked it. It was alright. A lot of people take shit on this one. Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Of course, it's not gonna be as good as Willy Wonka, but it was okay. It was alright. Johnny Depp wasn't that bad as people say it was. Again, here we got Nathan Jones, former WWE superstar, with also Kane Hodder and Tara Reid and Charlie's Farm. It's a cheesy 80s, not 80s, a cheesy slasher horror movie. You got Cheech Marin here as Coronado from Charlie's Ghost. It's a comedy, not too funny, but they tried. Charlie's Angels, Full Throttle with the beautiful Lucy Liu, Drew Barrymore, and Cameron Diaz. Pretty good lineup, pretty good cast. Chasers, this one's awesome. I really, really like this one. Very entertaining. The time goes really fast watching this. And if one day you're bored and you want to see a cool movie that's it's not awesome, it's not great, but it's very entertaining. Chasers, this chick was very popular back in the day. And I don't really know what happened to her. What was her name? Erica Eleniak. Gary Busey's in it and Tom Berenger. So good cast. I got Chasing Amy. Awesome movie. If you've never seen this, I definitely recommend this one. And this is one of the first. This is one of the movies that Kevin Smith directed, and he pretty much had this cast for a while. He did like Mallrats and what was the other one? Clerks and all that stuff. But Chasing Amy was really good. This is a Criterion Collection DVD. And I got another very entertaining movie called Cheaters. I really enjoyed this one. Really, really fun movie. I liked it. And I got Cheech and Chong, Still Smoking. You know how that goes. Very, very funny. And Cheech and Chong, Up in Smoke. Awesome. Two awesome movies. They're really funny. These two had awesome chemistry. I got the Chernobyl Diaries. A scary, pretty scary horror flick here. I mean, it's okay, it's whatever. Then I got the killer DVD collection of Chucky, which includes Child's Play 2 and 3, and then The Bride of Chucky, and then the awful Seed of Chucky. I really hated the Seed of Chucky. The Bride of Chucky was alright, but I like this box set, the way it's made, and it's a pretty decent box set. I got it used, obviously, and you see the sticker there from Movie Stop, and I just don't understand why it doesn't have part 1, but yeah, it has part 2, 3, 4, and 5, and whatever. But it doesn't matter because I have part 1 right here on DVD, and this is the 20th birthday edition. And it has a bunch of cool bonus features here. So yeah, so this vandal or thug or whatever that knows black magic was trying to run away from the cops, and basically he before he dies or before he gets caught, he transfers his soul to the doll, to one of the good guy dolls, and his name was Charles, so he calls himself Chucky, and then he turns into a killer doll, and you guys know the rest. And this is part 2, probably my favorite. Well, actually part 3, it's between part 2 and 3, but this one was a really, really good Child's Play. And here I got City of the Dead. I picked this up at Walmart. It has an awesome, I like that cover. I don't know why, but I really like that cover. It looks pretty creepy. And yeah, the movie was pretty good. Pretty creepy. Nothing against it. Now this was awesome. This is called The City of God. This is based on a true story, and I believe it was in Brazil. So yeah, it's definitely a really, really, really good movie. I highly recommend it if you've never seen City of God. It's a must. So got The Curse of Chucky here. This is the unrated version of the film, and I really like this because it brought back, kind of like the original cast. Alex Vincent was here, and it was it's more of the original Chucky storyline. So it got away from the Seed of Chucky and the Bride of Chucky and all that bullshit. So it's kind of like the real part 4 of the series. And I got Stephen King's Children of the Corn. Awesome movie. If you've never seen this, I highly recommend this one. They don't make them like these anymore. It's an awesome movie. Linda Hamilton is in that movie too. Then here I got part 2 and part 3, which they're alright. I like part 3 better. Part 2 was like, whatever. So yeah, so these are Children of the Corn, The Final Sacrifice, part 2, and then part 3 is Urban Harvest. And they're alright. I mean, for what they are. Nothing compares to the first one, though. Then I got The Children. This is one of the Ghost House Underground releases. Really forgettable. I don't remember much of it. Then I got Wes Craven's Chiller. And yes, it's starring Paul Sorvino. They had to put it out there so that people can know. And this is a very generic, basic copy I have here. I don't know if there's another version of it. I'm pretty sure there is. I got Chocolat with Johnny Depp. And don't remember much of this. Got another one called Chop. Another horror movie. This is one of the Bloody Disgusting Selects series. I got Christina's House. Another horror movie. This is very underrated. This was really, really good. I highly recommend this one for any horror fan out there. This is from the early 2000s. And yeah, I highly recommend this one. It's very underrated. People don't talk about it, but Christina's House, really good. I got Christine here, John Carpenter's. This is one of the many versions I have. I have like 3 or 4 different copies of Christine, but like they're all on Blu-ray. Then I got Christmas Do-Over. Don't remember much of that one. Piece of shit. A Christmas Nightmare. I don't think I've ever seen it. Just bought it. Just have it there. And I got Christmas Time in South Park. Yeah. Cinderella Man, awesome movie. If you've never seen this, I highly recommend you watch this. It's the story is awesome. Very, very good. I believe it was based on a true story as well. Like a Circle of Eight, very forgettable. Citadel, I picked this up at Winn-Dixie, a grocery store. They were selling it for $3 or $4, not sure. But yeah, it was shockingly, it was pretty good. City by the Bay with my favorite actor again, Robert De Niro. I'm pretty sure I got all his movies, and it also has a young James Franco here. So, City by the Bay, City Hall with Al Pacino and John Cusack. Another decent, kind of boring movie, but it was good. City Hall. City Heat with Clint Eastwood and Burt Reynolds. That was an all-star cast. Yeah, it was okay. And my last one for this video here, Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan's City of Angels. A lot of people remember this because of the soundtrack of the Google Dolls and what was her name, Alanis Morissette. It had a good soundtrack, and it's a pretty good love story. So if you guys are into romantic movies and stuff, give that a watch. And that's about it for this part of the video. I will be back with more of the C's of my huge 5,000 plus DVD Blu-rays collection. Look, I have all this to go. My God, I have a long way to go. Anyways, until next time, I will start again with this part, which will be the CLs. So Clash and Claw and Click and Club and all that stuff. Alright guys, so I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.